So, Angela Hartnett, a Michelin star chef, was talking to Bloomberg Business about the profitability and the margins of restaurants. As somebody that grew up in the restaurant business, my father had restaurants. I spent the majority of my 20s working in nightlife and hospitality. I will say this: there is a misconception when somebody sees a restaurant that is full, and they always think that it's a moneymaker, that it's a cash machine, that it's just nonstop. But that is not true. And although a lot of things have changed since I was in my 20s, and especially since I was a child when my father had restaurants, things have changed so much. First of all, food costs are at an all-time high. Like, you could complain about how expensive it is to get a bagel with cream cheese, but you should ask yourself, how expensive is it for the restaurant or the cafe or the deli to make that bagel? Now, like, when you think about, oh, why is a bagel with cream cheese $10? And you're thinking, a bagel is, you have to count every single thing that goes into it. It's not just cream cheese and a bagel. It's the electricity, it's the permits, it's the water bill, it's the rent, it's the food labor, it's the materials that they're going to package it in, and it's the bags. It's everything. It all comes into play, and every single one of those things have increased. The taxes have increased. It is expensive to run a food business. And there's a lot of risk associated with it, and you need to be busy every single day. You can't just be busy on a Friday or a Saturday, and if you're lucky, you got a good brunch on a Sunday. You have to be busy all throughout the week, and you have to be creative because there's so much competition. And also, most people now, like, consumer habits have changed as a direct result of the cost of eating out. 10, 20 years ago, people were much more social because they could also go out with friends during the week, and it was cheap. You could have a beer for $6, $7. You could have a meal for under 20, and it was a good one in a great restaurant, and it was cheaper, and it was by default like $18 was a good tip. Now you have to give 20 even to a person that you smile on the street. So I thought it was actually very interesting when she talks about how their margins have decreased over time. And she's a Michelin star chef, and she's worked